Hi, guys. Welcome to the show today. Glad to have you guys here. Now, listen, this is going to be kind of a little bit of a short show today, but it's kind of a little bit of a show where I wanted to let you know something really important that I see. I believe right now that the bears have taken control. They've got too much control over the cryptocurrency market. And what they've done is they've run away with themselves a little bit. In their glee and their madness about what they're doing, they've actually oversold Bitcoin a little bit, I think, at this point, and all the other cryptocurrencies. I think they've went into oversold territory. And what that basically means is, it means that they've got carried away with themselves, and they've actually sold too much. And they've knocked the price down too low. They've overshot, just like Bitcoin overshot things, and the bulls got a little bit carried away with themselves, a little bit too enthusiastic. Back when the price went up to $20,000 per coin, right now the bears have done exactly the same thing. And when a market gets that way, what you get is a recoil action. And so what we could have is this is an alert, guys. We could have recoil action. This is an alert for recoil action, which means the price shoots up very, very rapidly. A sudden increase in price. A giant green candle. When you get the markets that are overshot like this. They've overshot the boundary. And that's what we're getting into. We're starting to get into that territory now. That doesn't mean that's exactly what's going to happen. This is not financial advice. Don't go out and sell your house and buy Bitcoin. Don't spend more money on Bitcoin than you cannot afford to lose. But we're getting in oversold territory. So let's start the charts right here. And let's get a look at this. We're going to take a look at Bitstamp. And we're going to take a look at the price today. This is $33.92. No, $33.96, and what we're seeing is she's going along fairly stable right now. I'm going to get as soon as I'm done this show, I'm going to get my butt in there and buy a couple Litecoins, because I think this market is oversold. Look at it. You know, I think that it could just shoot right back up to $4,500 or even higher in a matter of minutes. You know, when it goes. That's what it could do. Now the bears, right now, they could drive this thing down lower, though. They could, but I think there's less chance of that happening than there is a little bit of a rebound in prices more likely, is what I think at this point. I think ultimately, in the end, the bears are going to lose control of this market, and it's going to go back into a bull market ultimately. But it's going to set new lows, and it's in the process of setting those lows. It's unloved right now, and we can see how much air's come out of this market if we go back to the 3-hour. Well, let's take a look at this. And look, $19,666. And I mean, the air all came out when we were down here to $6,500. When we were down here, right here on this plateau, right here, 65.97 more or less, or 6,400 or whatever. The air had all come out, and it stayed down there for a long time because the air had all come out of the market. Well, now the bears have got a control of it, and in their enthusiasm, you can see that they've knocked it down too low. You can see looking at this, they just smashed what's left of it out. And if they had this action going just a little bit longer, they'd have it down to under $1,000 with the way it's going straight down like this, you know. That's why I can tell you this is oversold, and it's going to have a bounce. There's going to be a strong bounce, you know, probably a bounce, a $2,000-$3,000 bounce could hit, and it could hit at any time because of the pressure that's put on it by driving it down this low. See, markets, that's the way they respond. If they go up too high, they fall, and if they go too low, they rise. This is the way things work in this world. And there's no thing where you get like a new paradigm. Like some of these guys, like, you know, when the market's rising like this and it's going up to the moon, they think we're in a new paradigm and we're going to take it to the heights of the... And they start to think that way. Well, the bears are starting to think that way right now, but what they think is we're going to take it to zero. It's going to go to zero. You know, that's the same mental idea as when it's on the other side and it's going up they think it's going to go up to infinity forever. It's going to go up forever to the moon. It doesn't work that way, guys. When it gets more and more pressure, the higher it goes. When it was going up here at 19,666, as it went up, it got more and more pressure on it until it broke. Well, that's the way if you had a stick right now. If I had a stick between my hands and I was bending it like this, right, and bending it, you know it's going to snap at a certain point. And that's the way. The market's going too low right now. She's going to snap. Just like when she was going too high. It's the exact same thing. Okay, listen. This has been your show for this morning. Thank you guys for tuning in. Like and subscribe. The weekend's coming up. I don't know if you guys got plans. My plan's probably to try to clean up the house this weekend some, you know. It's not spring cleaning, which you could call as winter cleaning, I guess. Anyway, listen. Thank you guys for listening. Like and subscribe, and we'll catch you in the next show. Bye-bye, guys.